Hi viewers and welcome to the Sport Drive Show. My name is Limba Mupetami. Well, of course, let's kickstart the show with the hit list. The Namibian Tennis Association will host its third senior tennis tournament for the year from Friday to Sunday at the Central Tennis Club. NTA chairperson for junior tennis, Saneti van der Wald, said they hope to see an increase in participants over the weekend. The upcoming podium performance program training set to take place in Botswana next week is a step in the direction in terms of enhancing local athletes, said Chief Administrator of the Namibia Sports Commission, Freddie Muya. The girls and goals team went to the top of the FNB Women's Super League after two decisive victories over the weekend. They thumped Okahanja Football Club 4-0 at the No Ape Stadium, while they beat Beauties 3-2 to replace Tura Magic at the top of the log on Sunday. Well, of course, with that, we now cross over to the sharpshooter segment right after the break.
Muscle and joint pain should not be the reason you can't perform at your best. Norflex Gel. It also shouldn't be the reason you miss that important deadline. Norflex Gel. Or miss those precious moments that matter the most. Norflex Gel. Norflex Gel penetrates through the skin, numbing the area and relieving pain and inflammation. Norflex Gel is now available in the pharmacy aisle and in supermarkets. New Norflex Gel Fort is available for stronger anti-inflammatory action.
Beat the pain with Norflex Gel.
From using his bare hands to make his way to kindergarten as a young child, to studying and managing a small tuck shop while pursuing his athletic dreams, Namibian para-swimmer Mateus Angula shares his remarkable story. Well, of course, the full story is in today's print edition of the Namibian Sun, but also we caught up with Angula, and of course this is a short interview that we did with the swimmer. Well, stay tuned for this. Now, viewers, before we head over to the sharpshooter segment with Spider-Man, that of course is Paralympic swimmer Mateus Angula, we cross over to the Game Changers segment with Namibian boxer Harry Simon Jr., where he will be talking about his homecoming boxing competition slated for May in Wolfish Bay. Well, of course, enjoy this interview, and right after we will then cross over to the sharpshooter segment where we will have Angula Spider-Man talking about his remarkable journey in swimming.
I'm in the company of great talent, Namibian boxer Harry Simon Jr. How are you doing, man?
I'm blessed. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Tell us, man, it's been, what, 6 months since your last fight?
Yes, it's been 5 months and a few days since my last fight. That was in Windhoek at Safari Hotel, 12th of November.
Okay. And now how are you feeling now that you're getting back in the ring?
I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm 100% ready for this fight. And I cannot wait to showcase my skills again. And I also want the Namibian boxing lovers to see what is big talent there is, because there's a lot of good boys coming up in the ranks, and this is a fight you don't want to miss.
Now tell us more about this event, man. Who's organizing it and who will be taking part?
This event is called Homecoming Volume 1, as this will be my first professional fight in my hometown, Walvis Bay. And the event is being hosted by Oneuptwo Promotion in association with Kambinda Promotion. Kambinda Boxing Promotion is a new promotion it recently just came up, and the main target of the promotion is to keep the young kids off the street and to take them from the amateur level to the professional rank, so they can start making a living out of boxing, you know. Yeah.
Okay. And how many fights are we gonna have that day?
Can expect a total of 10 fights with me, of which number 10. There'll be nine undercards, and those boys, all of them will make their professional debuts. Since all of them, they've never fought professional yet, and this is something that's unheard of. Imagine all the cards, the whole card is local boxers from Walvis Bay, and all of them will fight in their hometowns, and they'll make their professional debuts. So it's a good development project for the town of Walvis Bay.
Yeah. Now you mentioned that this is going to be your first pro fight. What are your expectations for that fight? Do you know who your opponent is?
Yeah, this will be my first professional fight in Walvis Bay, since I have 18 fights, 18 wins with 12 knockouts. So this will be my first fight in Walvis Bay, since my last performance here was in 2012 at the championships, and that was on the amateur ranks where I won the gold medal. So far it's been almost 11 years since I have fought in my hometown, and I cannot wait to showcase my skills here again.
Okay, I can only imagine the pressure, man, of having to do that. So tell us, man, when did boxing start for you? Like, when did it start out for you?
Ever since I could remember, I've been a boxing lover, fan, seeing my dad always with his underrush, training, and things in the garage. Always calls me to hit his stomach and all that. Always boosted me without knowing. And when I couldn't see him anymore, when there was some controversial things going on, I just missed boxing, missed touching, missed having gloves. And I was playing basketball at the moment, and during a halftime show, there was my first trainer called German and Nikembwa. He was there training boys, and after that I approached him, and that's when I came into the light of boxing. And I've never looked back since then.
You never looked back since then?
Yeah.
Okay, now, looking at your future, does your future also have boxing in it?
Most definitely. I want to be in the sport of boxing until I grow gray hair. I want to be a boxer, manager, and maybe down the line also promote. And as this tournament, I'm also helping with the production of the tournament. So Kambinda Promotion is consisting of me and my coach, and two other gentlemen. One is also Ipumpu. So we just started something small, and this will be our first rodeo to test the waters. And it's not easy making a boxing event, especially a professional event, with no sponsors backing you. And so far we are trying our level best to make sure this event happens. We secured the date at the boxing event, professional box. Yeah, we secured the date. We secured the venue. That's called Jan Wilken Indoor Complex in town. So we are currently looking at the next stage of the tournament by also releasing the price of the tickets, the opponents we will have for the tournament, and all those details will soon be dropped. So also sponsor-wise, we'd like to ask the whole nation as a whole, please, if you can assist us on anything to make sure this tournament happens, or we can also bring in quality opponents, and to make sure the tournament is a success. We'll appreciate it. And we're also gonna have a meeting with the mayor tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get the mayor's backing. By getting these blessings, definitely the event will be 100% success.
Okay, interesting stuff, man. Now tell me, we've seen some of your matches, most of your matches, and there's this one stunt that you do, yeah? I don't know if you are mocking your opponent, but where you get to the back of him, and then you somewhat do it. What's up with that, man? Tell us.
That just happens when you have mastered your skills. Like I have mastered my skills, and every day I strive to even get better and better and better. So when I'm fighting guys, after a round or two, I just get into my groove where I feel invincible, like I cannot be touched. So I can literally do whatever I want on my opponent. Whether it's jumping, putting my hand behind back, or mocking him from behind, I can do whatever I want.
Okay, and how do they usually respond to that? I'm sure they probably respond with like anger, come out frustrated and stuff.
Yeah, that's also one of my tactics. Like I like going in, it's a mental game. I like getting them off guard, making them angry so they can do more mistakes, so I can explore their mistakes more, because an angry fighter is, sorry for using this term, but it's a dumb fighter. Yeah, in boxing is chess, not checkers. So yeah, I like playing chess with my guys.
So finally, man, any message to the young boxers out there? Like I see, there's a lot of young boys out here. Maybe if there's any young youth out there who also interested in becoming, you one day, or doing the same thing that you're doing, what message do you have for those boys?
Yeah, hard work and dedication. Hard work and dedication and self-discipline. If you are disciplined at home, because discipline starts at your house, discipline at home, and you listen to your parents, you listen to your coach. Most definitely, if you put in the work, you can reach this stage, because it's not easy. It's not easy, and it's a very hard path. And if you are determined and disciplined, I guarantee you can better your odds. And like I was told before, you can play soccer, you can play tennis, you can play rugby, but you can never play boxing. Boxing is a serious sport, and you have to put both hands on deck. If you plan on taking it, you have to put in a lot of time, a lot of attention to master your craft, so you can avoid injuries and stay in the game for long.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
Now, before we once again play the sharpshooter segment, which of course is with Mateus Angula, Spider-Man, we quickly head over to the Globetrotter segment of today's show with Ari Hougaard.
Good day, everyone. Time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news. It's still the clay court season in the men's ATP that continues. Barcelona Open that continued in the round of 64. It was number 1 seed, Carlos Alcaraz. He was on court his first game in the tournament. He beat Nuno Borges quite comfortably 6-3 and 6-1. Also number 3 seed, that is Casper Ruud of Norway, safely through, beat Bruce Sheldon of the USA by 6-2 and 7-6 to advance to the round of 32. And then also number 5 seed, Tiafoe, that is Francis Tiafoe of the USA, beating Emil Risevuro. He is from Finland. He had to come back from a set down. It scored 4-6, 7-6 and 6-4. Tiafoe also through to the round of 32. Also safely through some of the higher seeds to the round of 32 is number 2 seed Stefanos Tsitsipas, and also number 4 seed that is Jannik Sinner. And Jannik Sinner's got a tough game in the round of 32. He will play against Diego Schwartzman of Argentina. He's a clay court specialist. Also continuing with cricket news, and it is the IPL that continued, the Indian Premier League, game 25 of 70, and it was the Mumbai Indians that beat the Sunrisers by 14 runs. Mumbai Indians 192 for the loss of 5, and then that's in their lot of 20 overs, and then 178 all out for the Sunrisers. Quite a few South Africans playing in the Sunrisers team. It is Aiden Markram, he scored 22, then also Heinrich Claessens with 36, and Marco Jansen also playing in that team. News from Australia is leading up to the Ashes series that starts in a few months' time. That is much anticipated. Australia playing against England. 5 test matches will be played in England. And it is news from Australia is that David Warner, he's actually out of form at the moment cricket-wise, but he's been included in a 17-man squad for the first 2 tests. The first test of the 5 will be played at Edgbaston. That will be on the 16th of June. Continuing international sports news with soccer news, UEFA Championship that continues. The best soccer teams in Europe are battling out in the quarter-finals. It was Real Madrid that beat Chelsea. They played at home. They beat them by 2-0, and the aggregate score is now 4-0. It was Chelsea that actually challenged quite well in the first half. It was 0-all after the first half, but Chelsea actually played all the football. Unlucky not to have scored, but then it was Real Madrid in the second half pulling away. They through to the semi-finals. Also another game, it was AC Milan, also through to the semi-finals. They drew 1-1 with Napoli, aggregate win there by 2-1. Good enough for AC Milan to be through to the semi-finals, and AC Milan, a threat in the knockout games. They're a 7-time champion of the Champions League. Closing off today's international sports news with rugby news. This coming weekend, it is the final round-robin games of the United Rugby Championship, where South African teams compete with teams from Europe. And big news from the Sharks game against Munster is that the Irish team Munster announced that the influential lock from South Africa, the Springbok Archie Snyman, he won't be able to play because of a concussion threat on Saturday. That's a pity. Also, the Sharks without Eben Etzebeth, would have been nice to have those 2 big locks play against each other, Eben Etzebeth and Archie Snyman. Not going to happen, but it's Archie Snyman that will be back for the playoff rounds. The Sharks play against Munster on Saturday. Friday, it's the Stormers that play in Stellenbosch against Benetton, and then also on Saturday, it is the Bulls that face Leinster. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Now, of course, the interview that we have all been waiting for, and that, of course, is with Mateus Spider-Man Angula, a Paralympic swimmer that has, of course, gone through so much to be where he is today. Well, of course, this guy is studying to be an electrician, and he's also opened a tuck shop, just to sustain himself and to finance his swimming dreams. Well, of course, here's the interview, and right after, we will then close the show. But, of course, we will be back again tomorrow with a brand new edition. Well, so you should catch us then. But please do enjoy this interview. So we are joined by Mateus Spider-Man Angula. He's a para-swimmer, a Namibian para-swimmer. Just catch up with him on what he has been up to lately, and just basically who he is as an individual. Welcome to the show, Spider-Man.
Thank you very much.
Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How old are you? And how did you get into swimming?
Yeah, my name is Mateus Angula, and they call me Spider-Man in swimming. I grew up in a small village called Ilambo. It's a northern part of Namibia. It's in Nganjera in the Msate region. When I grew up in a certain school of physically disabled people. It's again in Mulenge, Msate region, and that's where I started doing a little bit of swimming with my friends and stuff. Yeah, and that's where I completed my primary till grade 12 until I moved to Windhoek. Yeah, and then in Windhoek I've been doing various sports like traveling, playing basketball and stuff like that. Yeah, swimming just came in when we went with my friends and with my other colleagues of sport in SA, where they just saw me swimming in the hotel, and then the official just went with it. They got to say like, yeah, we need to introduce also para swimmers in Namibia, so I think you can be the first one to join the para swimmers. And then from there, that's where my swimming career started. Yeah.
Okay, so can you maybe tell us about the family support when your family found out that you want to swim and so forth? Were they supportive?
Nah, not really. And when I started with my swimming, it's only the committee, which is a Namibian Paralympic Committee. It's the only one which was giving effort in that one, not my family, and a few sponsorships that went in to support also. Yeah.
Okay, so last month, if I'm not mistaken, you were competing in South Africa. Can you tell us a little bit about that competition and perhaps what position you took?
It was a nice competition. It's just it's kind of like national games, if I can tell. Yeah, I competed in Cape Town in freestyle, backstroke and breaststroke. Then freestyle was 50 meters, where I came second, and then breaststroke where I came third, and then in my backstroke where I came first. Yeah, it was a nice competition, and that made me to qualify to Germany, and unfortunately the games to Germany got cancelled, but all that I happened again to get another world championship that will be in France next month. Yeah.
Okay, so how are preparations going for that competition?
So far I'm going to the competition and it's going well with my coach. Maybe furthermore, just maybe on sponsorship wise, because financial wise we are a little bit struggling to get finance to take us to France, but yeah, anyway, everything is so far so good. A little bit going well. Yeah.
Okay, so earlier you were speaking about the Olympic Games. Is that your dream to compete at the Olympics?
Yeah, my dream for now is to go to France, which is even though it's coming already now, and then after that it's Manchester, and maybe Manchester. My hope from Manchester is to qualify to go to Olympics that will be in 2024 in France again. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking about the support of para-athletes in Namibia, do you think that you guys are getting the adequate support?
It's not that much. That support, it only comes maybe when we have competitions, when maybe it can happen that just happen to get maybe a little bit of pocket money, that's all. And yeah, with support, it's not really there. Okay. Like from sponsorship wise, I know, like maybe I don't know whether it's maybe of the economy which is going down, or people are not coming on board or something, but yeah, it's not that.
Okay, so Spider-Man, I understand that you studied at VTC. Maybe you can tell us a bit about that.
VTC, I went there in 2017, where I studied electrical general, where I did my level 1 and level 2 and then level 3. Even though my level 3 I didn't complete it, I left one subject that hopefully I'll be doing it maybe in June to supplement on that one. and maybe try to search for a job and yeah.
Okay, but even though you're not qualified yet, you still do certain work here and there?
For now, it just okay. I run a small tuck shop just for a living, and maybe if my friends that we did the same course with, if they happen to have a tender somewhere, they can also call me or invite me to go work with them. Yeah.
Okay, but why did you specifically decide to study that?
Electrical?
Yeah.
When I was young, I really like, I used to fix these small radios, but that's electronics, yeah. But later on, one of my friends introduced me to electricity, like the high voltage ones. So then I decided, like, no, I cannot, even though I cannot judge my personality because, yeah, maybe I'm physically challenged, I cannot do those works. So I said to myself, nah, no, everything is possible in life, so let me try to go for this one. Yeah.
Okay, so one day, if perhaps you leave swimming, how do you want people to remember you?
To remember me, maybe I can try to do this. Maybe I can implement an academy of swimming, and yeah.
Okay, so maybe any message for para swimmers that are out there, para athletes that are out there, people who feel like if they have a disability they cannot do something. What would your message be?
My message to them, just like in life, nothing is impossible. So if you feel like doing something, just give everything in God's hands and concentrate on what you are doing. And I wish you all the best in it.
Thank you so much, Spider.
Sure.